Plaintiff Maxine Ray says her daughter, who's with her in court, started dating the defendant in high school, and they eventually got married. Maxine claims her daughter is now divorcing the defendant because he's an unfaithful manipulator who cheated on her when she was pregnant. And Maxine's suing him today for the balance due on a loan. Defendant Robin Pondexter insists he and Maxine's daughter were on an even platform because she lied and cheated too. Robin admits that he borrowed money from Maxine to pay his car note, but says she took the car back, and therefore he refuses to repay her.
Start with you.
Robin Pondexter is my soon-to-be ex-son-in-law. My daughter is divorcing him. Robin is known to be a liar, a deceiver, a manipulator, and a thief.
How long have they been together?
Since high school.
This is your daughter here?
Yep.
You seem like you're about to cry.
Because I'm so hurt the way he did my daughter.
Well, let me allow her to tell me. Come on now. State your name.
Mahogany Pondexter.
What do you want to tell me about your relationship with your husband?
Me and Robin are high school sweethearts. Like, we've been together since I was 16. Well, Robin and I, you know, we were friends and also lovers. And we had our first child junior year of high school. Now, everything was going cool and good. We had a good relationship and friendship. But then as time went on, Robin, like, things about him started to reveal. Like, he started to really, like, lie, cheat, and be a manipulator.
Why do you think he changed? You have any idea?
I'm not sure. Like, he's just a selfish person and greedy into himself a lot.
Oh, okay.
Like,
he turned selfish and greedy.
You know how guys put on the act of...
But not for 6 years. That's hard.
Yeah, I know.
That's pretty hard. They can put on one for 1 year. It's hard to fool somebody. He fooled you for 6 years?
Yeah, I know.
You do some good fooling. For 6 years. Let me hear from you, young man.
Okay. Well, I respect Miss Maxine.
And we're talking about your wife and girlfriend now
this
at this
situation?
point.
Okay. She was the same way I am. They claim me to be. She's cheated. She's lied. We're on an even platform.
What year did that start?
It kind of started at the same time, to be honest with you.
I don't know when that was.
We got together 6 years prior. I would say maybe 2, 3 years.
2 years
after.
into the relationship?
Something like that, yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
You called her
That's
cheating.
not true.
That's not
Yeah, I've caught her cheating.
That's not
2 years into the relationship.
That is not
I've caught her cheating a lot of times.
That's not
That's
That's
not
actually the reason
true.
I left. Oh, okay, one instance. She had sex with this guy, right? This guy we know. And after it happened, the day I actually left her, I caught her on her Facebook messages. She was out with him the day prior. She was out with him, but I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything to her about it. And she didn't come in until maybe like 2, 3 in the morning. And that happened like a week straight. Okay.
All right. Did any of this happen?
This happened after the fact that he already had the
right,
girlfriend
but
that he
it did
cheated
happen.
on me with
Okay,
when I was
so
9
it's a
months
question
pregnant.
of who cheated first.
He
That's the
did.
only issue.
He cheated
All right, but
first.
you both cheated.
Eventually, yes.
Okay, so that's why the
Yeah.
all right. Just so you know, that's where the change came. So
But
let
he
there
cheated
not be
first.
any confusion. All right, he changed, you changed. That's why. Cheating. All right, so the additional thing they said about you is that you were a thief. Did she steal too?
No.
Okay, so they say you're a thief, but at least you spare her that label. All right. Lastly, you all getting a divorce, and if so, is it over all this? What happened?
You know, we had went to marriage counseling and everything.
When?
Sometime last year.
Okay.
He would act as if it's really working, but he would lie to me and be like, "Oh, babe, can I go over to my friend's house?" But the whole time he got his friend to take him to go see the girl that he was cheating on me with when I was 9 months pregnant.
Okay. How old are you
And-
guys?
I'm 22.
I'm 21.
That's the problem. All right. Not ready to settle down yet. And how long ago did you catch him?
After graduation, cheated on me with my own best
Yeah,
friend.
you all were 17. All right. 780. How does he owe you for this loan?
Okay,
man?
September 2015, Robin, we call him Ra-Ra, needed his...
Rob or
Ra-Ra. That was good. That was good, like that. And he needed his car note paid. He was 2 months behind. And so I told him I'd loan him the money. And he even signed a contract.
Let's see it, please.
And so he made one payment of $200 was in November 2015. Haven't seen a payment since. He tried to pay me $20 one time.
It was 60.
And I was told him
It was
I'm
60.
not.
It wasn't 20. It was 60. It wasn't 20. I wouldn't.
That's enough, sir. Go ahead.
Okay, and I told him no, the agreement was 200. And not to mention, Your Honor, I have legal guard of both of their children. Okay?
Why?
Because they both signed over. When he left the marriage, she couldn't take it. You know, she was going through stressful. Plus, she was going to school for nursing, and she just couldn't handle it. You know, and Rara know that I'm on disability. I got injured at work 6 years ago, left me permanently disabled. And I've been single for 18 years, Your Honor, by choice. He know I don't have nobody to help me financially. Everything I do on my own. I don't get no money from either. Matter of fact, can I put over there with him and sue them for some child support today? Because they owe me. I don't get no financial help for them
certainly go
kids.
to child support services, and if you prove that to be the case, they will.
It's the case.
Well, they will charge them with child support. It's the custodian. It doesn't have to be the parent. You haven't adopted them, have you?
No, just legal guard through the
in
courts.
guardianship, yes, you're entitled to child support, so you can follow up on that. But getting back to the loan, what has he told you on your last request for payment?
The last request I asked him, I said, Rara, when you gonna make a payment, $200? He said, you're not my only priority. I was like, well, Rara, you supposed to pay me. And I know you talk about income tax, don't this and that. But he's supposed to give me the pay me off in full when he get his income tax. My daughter tells me that he got rims on his car.
He would act as if it's really working, but he would lie to me and be like, oh, babe, can I go over to my friend's house? But the whole time he got his friend to take him to go see the girl that he cheating on me with when I was 9 months pregnant.
Plaintiff Maxine Ray is suing her daughter's estranged husband, and her daughter claims the defendant cheated on her with her best friend.
What do you say to the loan?
Okay, to the loan, I did make the first payment of $200. However, the second payment, my check was extremely short. I told her, and I was actually in the car with Mahogany when I got the check. And I told her I was gonna give her something, because you know, something is better than nothing. I want to show her that I'm gonna repay her back. I tried
How
to give
long
her,
ago was this?
This was November. It was supposed to be the second payment. 'cause the
Okay,
first payment
November
was, I
of
believe, the beginning.
2015.
Yeah.
So how much has that something resulted in?
That something was just supposed to be for that first payment.
Right,
However,
how about afterwards?
after that, they actually took the car from me. Her
They
son-
as in whom? Because you
her,
borrowed the money
Mahogany,
from
and
her.
Her, Mahogany.
All we're talking about today
and
is her.
Jeremiah.
And unless she took that car from you, you owe her the loan that you made.
What it was that her son was supposed to drop me off at work and then pick me up afterwards. He never came to pick me up. During the middle of my shift, I received a text from her, Maxine, saying that we've decided to keep the car, and it was an extremely long text. And then within that text, she threw in, yeah, because you left
All right,
my
ma'am,
daughter.
did you take the car back?
No,
or
I didn't,
from
Your
him?
Honor.
It wasn't your car in the beginning.
Exactly.
You loaned him money, but did you take his car?
No, I didn't.
Yes.
What happened was when he went to go get the car, my son went with them, and they ended up running my son's credit, and he had more money than Rara. My son's supposed to have been the co-signer on the car.
Did
I
he
have proof here
co-sign?
yeah, I have
So
the
your
proof
son
here.
co-signed and you gave him the money. Where you
Right.
come in? Did
No.
you do anything
And this
toward
the
getting the
payment I
car?
made.
What happened was she didn't give me the money for the car. She
No,
paid.
she loaned you the money what you used for the car. Let me read it. Loaning $980 to pay back car payments. All right, car payments.
I got
You
the car in
remember?
February.
Car, it's for the car. Car payments means for the car. You sign here, all right? Let's get past that. And this is the financing. So what is this to prove, ma'am?
That's the payment I made on the date showing
All right,
that it was paid.
but this doesn't tell me about you taking the car.
I didn't take the car. What
All right,
happened
do you know
was
where
my
the car
son,
is? Who has the car now?
it ended up getting repossessed.
The car got repossessed. And
I
they
stopped
didn't
making
tell
the
me
who
payment.
took
He
it.
stopped
They didn't
making the
tell me it was
Well,
payment.
you go sue the finance company for taking your car back for not paying them. See how that works out. They repossessed your car, sir. She didn't take anything from you. Judgment for the plaintiff. He owes you your money for the money you gave him for the car payments. Your car, sir, has been repossessed for non-payment. Judgment for the plaintiff.
sir.
Have a good
Thank you,
day.
Honor. I'm still gonna love him. I still love him because he's still my son-in-law, my kids, my grandkids' father. And I still love Ra-Ra. I
mean,
love him.
This means nothing. We okay.
It would never be none of this if he would have just paid it like he was supposed to. But
If y'all didn't take
took
it,
this
then
far.
I would have
What do you
paid
keep
it.
saying y'all for?
take it.
I mean,
I didn't take nothing. You know your wife and kids had that
Yeah,
car,
I mean, I
Ra-Ra.
wasn't gonna pay
I
the
never.
note.
I
Why
got
she
my
got-
own truck. I got
what
my
sense
own
does that
truck.
make?
Yeah,
And
but
I'm
that's
I got
not-
my
your
own
wife
truck.
and-
All right,
But
sure.
quit saying y'all.
But
Putting me in there.
I wasn't with you, so I didn't want to be.
Right, because you cheated on me and you still with the girl you
Likewise.
cheated on me with.
I am.
Plaintiff Kelly Ware says she allowed the defendant to move into her apartment after a flood destroyed her home, and they became friends. However, Kelly claims after a trip to Africa, the defendant became distant, and when she moved out, she stole Kelly's property. So Kelly had her arrested. She's suing for rent and a cleaning fee. Defendant Joni Daniels says 3 weeks after moving into Kelly's apartment, she sensed something was off because she constantly heard Kelly screaming at her daughter. Joni insists she never stole anything from Kelly, but Kelly had her arrested at her job and continues to harass her.
Start with you.
First of all, Your Honor, I'd like to say that you've been an inspiration to millions of people, and I truly admire you and really respect your story. Thank you so much for your service.
Thank you. Judgment for the plaintiff. that will have no bearing on the case. But thank you.
I have a basement apartment that is fully furnished that I've saved in the past for people who are suffering or going through some sort of grieving process. And in Joni's case, she and her child were left homeless by a flood. So I told them that they could stay in the apartment until they got on their feet. In a few weeks.
Where did you all meet?
She was living with a friend of mine in her apartment, and the whole thing got flooded out. So after a few weeks, she wanted to stay on as a tenant, which I agreed. We welcomed that, Your Honor. She's the most wonderful person. She was very involved in her spiritual community. She built a yoga center from the ground up, and she planted flowers all over our yard. She would go out and chant to them. It was just very endearing.
I know you might be a little unfamiliar with the game. But we call that the overlay.
What's that?
Overlay? You do everything right and you're kind and you do setting up the fact that you're not going to come through with your responsibility so that the person feels bad about claiming that which you owe them. Such a nice person. She planted them flowers. Talk real nice to me. It's always there and ready when you need them. Praying, yeah. All right, she put the overlay on you. Go ahead.
All right, so everything was really wonderful until the following summer. Our children played together. They called each other sisters, and it was just beautiful. And
Yo, you had the game all the way down.
I have a basement apartment that is fully furnished that I've saved in the past for people who are suffering or going through some sort of grieving process. And in Joni's case, she and her child were left homeless by a flood.
Plaintiff Kelly Ware says she rented her apartment to the defendant, but after the defendant moved out, Kelly had her arrested at her job for theft.
So what happened?
So what happened is in July, she went to Africa for a month. And when she came back, she was just a different person. She wouldn't speak to me. I would try to engage her in conversation, and she wouldn't look at me in the eyes and seemed to avoid me a lot. And
Did you ask her what was going on?
No, I didn't, Your Honor. I mean, things just went so fast after that. She.
Go ahead. Tell me why you were mad when you came back from Africa. I want to know that first.
Well, first of all, I didn't perceive myself as being mad. I was in a slight culture shock. The reason we went there was to study drum and dance, but also my dance instructor is in the process of putting together a cultural center for the children there, so they have a place to practice their traditional dances. So that was part of the reason I was there too. So when I came back, yes, I was in a culture shock, but I wouldn't say I was mad. If anything, I felt very humbled because I was with people there that had nothing, Your Honor. And I felt a real purpose when I came back that I really wanted to put that center together and help these children. I went to their schools. I sat with them. I saw.
Okay. And how does she owe you for rent? She came back mad and stopped paying rent, blamed you? What did you say? I ain't got nothing to do with it. Where's my rent?
Well,
What happened?
she ultimately stopped paying rent. She finally left at the end of December when it just wasn't working out, and she left the place.
What month did she fail to pay? And when you asked about payment, what would she say? You have a list of the months?
She said that she didn't have a job, and so I would offer her, yeah, you can get this.
List of the months she failed to pay.
Yes. So I said, well, just pay me next month and then just give me 20% on this month. And that continued for several months, Your Honor. Ultimately, she left, and she left the place a wreck, completely disastrous, and she ended up stealing from me the very sheets off the bed that I had loaned her when she didn't have a home. She stole, and what really got me, Your Honor, was when she took my daughter's toys, her most beloved things. And that's when I felt like there should be some accountability. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for that. You know, I begged her to bring the items back because I didn't want her to be arrested in front of her little girl. She wouldn't return my texts. She wouldn't return my emails. And ultimately,
anything showing that you were asking for your property back?
Well, I ended up taking her to criminal court because I felt like I had to. She pleaded guilty to theft and I think for a lesser charge, and she did community service and paid me some restitution.
I told you that was the overlay, all that praying and then rip you blind the first chance she got. Yeah. I bet when you called her on the phone, how did she answer? Praise the Lord! It's such and such. That's the overlay. You ain't gonna never get your rent. You calling the person, praise the Lord! Oh, this person is such a good Christian and spiritual person, honey. You're going to be as late as you want to be. You just heard her. She wouldn't have put you out or sued you. You was already ahead. You were ahead of the game. You weren't paying, and she wouldn't have done it. You had to take the game all the way. Tell me about this stealing, ma'am.
Okay, Your Honor. Nothing was stolen.
Were you convicted?
I pled guilty. My public defender advised me to plead guilty and pay the restitution because he felt that she would continue to harass me.
You know harassment. You go to one hearing and the judge says it's dismissed or you're guilty.
I stole nothing, Your Honor, but I said I did to get her off my back.
Did that work?
No,
how'd that work out?
It didn't.
She's still on your back.
She continues to harass me. She continued, moving in there was a mistake. I had nowhere to go with my daughter. But it became aware to me within the first 3 weeks that there was definitely something wrong. There was constant yelling and screaming at her daughter. She would turn the internet off. She accused me of pirating movies. She would leave her continually after I requested her not to, her 3 cats downstairs. She would open the door and they would defecate under my bed. In my houseplants, and they'd climb on the counters and eat the plastic to get to the loaf of bread. I begged her to not do this, but she continued to leave the cats downstairs. You stayed there how long? 16 months, Your Honor.
And when did she start all the things you just mentioned that was so inconvenient?
These things started within the first few weeks. Right. She continued to harass me after I got arrested.
Hold on, ma'am. Why did you stay another 15 and a half months?
Because my daughter was in a very good school up there, and I did not want to pull her out.
There was no
one of the
place,
best schools in the district.
There was no other place to rent?
Your Honor, I could not find another place. Boulder's very expensive.
In 16 months,
not
one vacancy came up.
I didn't really look, Your Honor, because...
Right. That's my point. See, well, come on now.
You know,
the game backwards and forwards.
Ultimately, she left, and she left the place a wreck, completely disastrous, and she ended up stealing from me. And what really got me, Your Honor, was when she took my daughter's toys, her most beloved things.
Plaintiff Kelly Ware says she rented her apartment to the defendant, but after the defendant moved out, Kelly had her arrested at her job for theft.
What months did you miss, ma'am? Did you pay all your rent or did you miss some?
Okay, here is what I paid her between August of that year and December. She had told me when I got back, when I lost my job, you can pay what you want, Joni. Pay what you want. So I covered what I could. She brought this wanted poster into my job, gave it to my supervisor, had me arrested at my job.
And what about the cleaning expenses, ma'am?
Your Honor, she gave me a 10-day notice to move out. She texted me, told me I needed to move out on the 22nd of December, that I needed to...
You have that text where she said get out on the 22nd of December?
Yes, it's included in that pile I gave you.
Text message plaintiff on the 21st. This is what you gave me. The cats are an integral part of the family. Since you can no longer tolerate them, obviously the situation is not workable. I will start looking for a new tenant after the 1st of the year.
Yes.
No bad feelings. We love you both and support you in finding a situation that works better for you. You just told me that she gave you to the 22nd. That
No,
she
she-
said you have to be out
On the
on the
1st.
22nd.
No, she gave me...
No, that's what you just told me. No, ma'am. The game didn't run out. Judgment for the plaintiff. You said she told you to get out on the 22nd. That's why you couldn't clean the house. And she told you that she will be looking for someone at the beginning of the year. Have a good day. Judgment for the plaintiff.
I'm very disappointed about the fabrications. I'm just really shocked. You know, I thought that it was a fear-based thing and why she did these things, but she's had all this time. And you know, I just wish her peace and blessings.
I have nothing for compassion for this person, truly, because she's so unhappy and miserable inside that it's almost like her goal, her objective in life, to make other people unhappy. I don't want that unhappiness in my life, and I don't want that negative energy anymore.
Plaintiff Priscilla Jones says the defendant is her deceased sister's daughter, and Priscilla claims the defendant is constantly throwing her drug addiction in her face. Priscilla is suing because she gave the defendant 2 loans, but she has yet to repay. Defendant LaMega Trailer says Priscilla acts like a nice, sweet person, but she has a dark side. LaMega insists she never asked Priscilla for any money, and she's countersuing for emotional distress.
Start with you.
Your Honor, this is my niece, LaMega. This is my deceased sister's daughter. I'm a recovering addict. She tends to always hold that against me.
How long have you been in recovery?
17 years with 1 hiccup. I've worked in recovery in this field for the past 17 years.
You should respect that as a success story. Yeah, I really admire folks in recovery who go and work in the field. Go ahead.
Because of the past history, when she's angry, she doesn't. I've done a whole lot of stuff that I'm not happy about. I stole from my mother when I was using. But my mother got a chance to see me clean before she passed away.
Good.
However, LaMega doesn't know how to let go. She doesn't know how to forgive. LaMega just has her hands in too many things at one time where she can't stay focused. It's hard for her to stay concentrated on something. And with that going on, she's not a great example to her children because she'll start something and not finish it.
How old are her children?
LaMega has my 19-year-old great niece here. She has, I believe Dom is 12 years old, who doesn't go to school every day. And then CJ's with his father. His father got custody of him when he was 1 grade.
Plaintiff Priscilla Jones is suing her niece, who claims although Priscilla can be nice and sweet, she also has a dark side.
And why don't you give me some background?
This is my auntie. She's putting up this persona of how she's just this nice, sweet person, which she is she can be sweet. She has her times, whatever, but she also has a dark side, which I never put her down for being a, recovering addict or, anything. I have another one that's a recovering addict, friends and all that.
When you all argue or fight verbally, you do call her that.
Call her.
You ain't nothing but a dope fiend. Don't come around here no more. That's why you were strung out all them years and you treated your mama bad.
I've never done it to my
Yes, you
auntie.
do. That's what you do when you get mad, and that's what she's talking about. But she does it when she's mad. She doesn't.
She
do it.
does.
That's what I'm
Only when
saying. So
she's
she
upset.
doesn't mean it. She only does it when she's mad to hold something over you when she's mad. What else she gonna say? You're perfect now, so she got to go to your
Well,
past.
no, I'm not perfect.
Well, what else you do? What you do now?
I'm not perfect.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Let me hear from you. Why are you suing her for $2,400? This is the only dispute y'all have is money. Go ahead.
Well, I am suing her, I know you're gonna say it, income tax time.
I didn't say it. You said it.
You say it all the time.
Go ahead.
And when I had shared it with my sister, the first thing she said was, you know what Judge Mathis says?
You're not gonna get that. So tell me, when did she request the loan?
This was during the end of February. She asked to borrow some money. I was kind of hesitant, but then I was like, no, because she needed her car. Her car had got impounded. So I had given her the $150 for her car, and then the following day, I had given her $300 because she was going to the DMV to take the car out of whoever she had purchased the car from and put it into her daughter's name. Here is my evidence.
All right. What type of evidence?
Okay. One is the bank statement, and that one is, the other one is where I swiped my card at the towing, at the auction. She went to the auction to read.
All right, but this doesn't mean you gave it to her or loaned it to her. This just means you took it out.
I swiped my
This
card
could
for
have been
her.
that hiccup. Yeah. It looked like that's what you do. About 400,
No,
about
and then
500 in one day. That's about right.
I also have evidence here of her stating that she owed me the $450.
All right, let's see that. Ma'am, let me hear from you about the loan.
Basically, as far as me calling her to ask her for a loan, I didn't call her to ask her for a loan. My aunt knew my situation that was going on as far as my, financial hardship, whatever, and my bills, that I'm going through some tough times and all. And she has also been going through tough times. We've been helping each other out lately. But this one particular time, I had told her that, my taxes, they're auditing me right now. So I don't have, I'm not getting the money back right now because I'm just nervous. I don't even.
Take your
Just
time.
like all over the place right now because this is crazy.
Because I believe you're about to bring me a little lie here, and you know
No, I'm not
nice.
lying.
Go ahead. What does the
No,
audit
Your
have
Honor.
to do with it?
Basically, what I told her when she
no.
offered
So
me the
what is that?
$400,
No,
I told her.
no. You were on a train of thought or making a statement regarding an audit being relevant to your tax refund as to why you could not pay her from your taxes. So what are you trying to tell me?
Because she brought my taxes up.
Right.
that I was
And
gonna
what
pay her
did
back
the
when I got my
audit? That
taxes.
stop you from getting your tax money?
It didn't stop me because I gave
That's
her
what
a
you
payment.
just said. Right, I didn't. You're right. Shake your head. Say, you're right. You did it right. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. Okay, as long as you admit it didn't. That's what you meant, right, when you said. Don't run too much game on the judge. Now, number one, the judge is a lawyer.
And he's been audited.
And several times. There you go. That's the big part. So I've been through it before, and that's not true.
Plaintiff Priscilla Jones is suing her niece, who claims although Priscilla can be nice and sweet, she also has a dark side.
Your daughter, is this your daughter? She wants to speak. Come on, stand up. She's looking in a daze somewhere over there. I hope she's all right. Maybe
right
you'll
here.
have to speak for her. State your name.
My name is Mia Hemmer.
What do you want to tell me?
What she means by her taxes being audited is they stopped her taxes because somebody tried to use me and my brother. So they stopped her from getting her taxes until she could prove that we are her kids. So once she proved that we're her kids, what she already did, she's waiting now for her taxes to
That's
come
not
back
an
to
audit.
her.
That's investigation into a fraud. All right, and you say you don't owe or you do, ma'am? All right, you're not responding. Judgment for the plaintiff. Yours is dismissed. Have a good day.
But she just lied. Oh my God.
That's my niece. I love her, and I'm gonna always be there for her. If she called me today, I'll be there today.
Plaintiff Tim Harris says the defendant claims to be a professional tattoo artist, but Tim insists he's the exact opposite. Tim says the defendant's tires have been slashed more than once as a result of his shoddy work, and he's suing him today for a refund because he never completed Tim's tattoo. Defendant Austin Campbell admits that he has had his tires slashed in the past, but insists it has nothing to do with his tattoo business. Austin claims he tried to finish the plaintiff's tattoo, but instead the plaintiff badmouthed him on social media, and as a result, he was fired. He's countersuing for defamation and harassment.
Start with you.
I'm here today to prove that the defendant, Austin, is not a professional tattoo artist like he claims to be. The people at work that he works with, he's done a couple tattoos for them. He did a crappy job.
How do you know? They told you that?
Yeah, I've got paperwork here.
Where his fellow employees, his colleagues, say he does a crappy job or he did a crappy job on them.
Yeah.
Okay.
And apparently they got a little upset and slashed his tires 3 or 4 times on a brand new car.
How do you know that?
I've
They told you that too?
I
You
got it
have
on
that in writing?
documents.
Them
Yeah.
admitting to committing a felony?
No. I don't have nobody saying that they slashed the tires.
How do you know?
They put it on Facebook.
Well, then you do have it.
But I don't have it here though. But he told me in person.
That they slashed
That
his
they slashed
tires
his
because
tires.
he was a crappy tattoo artist.
Not because he was crappy. He
Why?
didn't know why he got him slashed.
Let me hear from you.
Pretty much, I am a licensed tattoo artist. I can prove that as well. But I've done a few different tattoos on Tim and never had any problems really. And after this one, we had to reschedule.
You're getting into the facts of this
I'm
case.
sorry, you're correct.
So you want to tell me
drama
about
queen.
your professional
Yep.
expertise, whether you've had any complaints, that type of thing.
No, tattooed hundreds and hundreds of people.
Have your tires been slashed?
Yeah, a few times. I don't know by who.
Well, then you must not be doing such
not
a
by
great
that. It was-
job.
No, not by them.
If they're slashing your tires.
That was a rumor that started. It had nothing to do with tattoo.
Oh.
Just ran my name through the dirt all over Facebook, and people were posting pictures of tattoos that weren't mine. I have pictures of tattoos.
That's your counterclaim of defamation. Let me allow him to begin with the refund that he's asking for. Why do you want a refund?
Well, we rescheduled a couple times. The second time we rescheduled, he couldn't make it. And about 2 hours later, he was on Facebook getting a manicure with his girlfriend.
Why did he tell you he couldn't make it?
Because he was in a car wreck.
With those flat tires.
Makes sense.
I got a copy of it right here of him
Let's
getting a
see it.
tattoo.
Sir, did you say the wrong thing to your girlfriend?
Yeah.
He was with her doing what?
Getting a manicure.
All right, now it was before that accident.
After the accident, he said that if he took his girlfriend to get a manicure, she would feel better because they got in an accident.
Defendant Austin Campbell is a tattoo artist being sued by a former client, and he claims after the plaintiff badmouthed him on social media, he was fired from his job.
Okay, and then what did you all discuss after that? Were you upset, and what did he say?
Yeah, I was upset, wasting my time and fuel, and I could have worked those days and made money. And his apprentice called me or texted me and said that she would meet me at his shop with the $200 that I was asking for, that he said was a fair price, and she never showed up.
When was that?
March 1st, I think. It was on a Monday. I called him, and he said that he couldn't control her times where she was or when she was going to be there or whatever.
But he agreed
Your
to
Honor,
refund.
I waited 2 hours on her.
interrupt.
She never showed up.
All right, let me hear from you, sir.
In the tattoo, there are no refunds. It's on the release form, everything's signed and everything. But just because of the fact that I worked with him, I was willing to give him a little bit of money back, just for the inconvenience.
Let's start with the rescheduling. What happened there?
I had to leave. and we had to
Why?
reschedule. I had to pick up my daughter early one night.
All right, and
then we had to reschedule it. We were doing a 7-hour session. We got like 4 or 5 done, 4 or 5 hours. And we had to reschedule the last couple hours, is what it was. And the day that we reschedule, I had to cancel. And I offered to reschedule or whatever and do some extra. I was going to do some extra work. And that's when everything blew up. All over Facebook, hundreds of people just running my name through the dirt, pictures of work.
No, you're skipping one part.
I'm sorry.
And that is this. You getting your nails done.
Oh, yeah, I was with my daughter and my girlfriend.
At the time, you told him you had an accident.
After the fact, like later on that day.
This was one of the times you were scheduled to perform.
One of the days.
One of the scheduled appointments.
Yes, that's why I had to reschedule, was because I was with my daughter. And it was not to do a manicure, that just happened during the day. It wasn't because of the fact of that.
No, I'm not buying it, sir.
Okay.
Your counterclaim is for what? Defamation. How did he defame you?
Just posting all over Facebook. There was hundreds of people. I lost my job because of it, because he was having friends go and rape the
Show
shop.
me the evidence that, first of all, you lost your job. That's the biggest issue.
Yep. There's my boss.
And what
saying
is it you're showing me?
I got a copy of that too.
Hold on. What is it you're showing me? What is this?
My boss telling me.
This is getting out of control. Is that what your boss?
The posting
is
on Facebook. Yeah, that's what he said to me.
What do you have, sir? Did you want to?
He got fired for stealing the printer from the shop, and his boss told him.
Austin got fired from the shop because he stole from the owner. What is the other one you
The
were
next
showing
page
me?
on there is from his boss, saying that if anybody needed any touch-up work or any work that he hasn't done.
To all the people that have worked from Austin Campbell that needs to be fixed, please inbox me and I will help you out. He is no longer at Perspective. We wish him the best of luck in his future endeavors. Have a great weekend. Any response to that?
No, I got fired because of all the stuff that was posted on Facebook.
All the people.
That was.
To all the people.
There's not all the people.
That's what he said.
I know, that's what he posted, yes.
Pardon me?
No, yeah, that's what he posted.
Yeah, all the people, meaning it wasn't just him. Meaning you did a bad job on a lot of people. Your claim is dismissed, your judgment is granted. Have a good day.
I still want to be friends with him, but the things that he's done, to me was kind of, I really didn't like it, being messed around. I know he's a good guy inside, but I just had a bad time with him,
I just think things got blown way out of proportion when I got tired of it, and I started blocking people on Facebook, just ignoring stuff instead of keep feeding into it.